All right, so here he is, the #1 lightweight contender, and man, if that's not saying something, right? Got through the gauntlet at 155 pounds, made himself undeniable, and now tonight, TC, we find out what he has for the champion.
It long has been considered the deepest weight class in the UFC. So you know to get here is very tough. You have navigated the waters. You have done everything right. When it was time to press square, you press square. When it was time to press X, you press X. You better do it again tonight if you want to become the champion. There is no room for error as you try to win a UFC championship.
And no room for a 1-pound allowance. He was right on the number, 155 pounds, championship weight. Confidence is high that he will wrest the title away here tonight. Well, we can only hope before Max Holloway's career is said and done that the UFC touches down in Hawaii, because this athlete deserves as much. Future Hall of Famer, maybe the best boxer on the roster, and one of your best friends in the sport as well.
If there's a guy that deserves to fight in front of an adoring home crowd, it's Max Holloway. Max Holloway is one of those guys that has shown time and time again that he's willing to fight anyone. And John, we were so worried about him at UFC 300 against Justin Gaethje. What did he do? Not only did he fight well, he was able to secure the biggest win and knock out his career. Now, Max is starting to feel the stardom that his fighting style seems to require.
Max Holloway with another massive opportunity in front of him tonight. More often than not, he capitalizes. We'll see how it goes. Max Holloway. We are set for our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Michael the Menace Johnson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Max Blessed Holloway.
Third party Mark Goddard will handle the action for this one. All right, here we go with Max Holloway early on in this fight, taking on a wrestler who really believes that he can chain takedowns tonight and produce the biggest win of his career.
Max needs to catch him. Max needs to try and time this wrestler's entries. Maybe a knee, maybe an elbow, maybe an uppercut. But he's got to time something to try and deter this wrestler from trying to take him down.
Holloway just looked completely locked in from the moment he hit that tunnel tonight, and really all week. Well, you see why Holloway is such a fan favorite. Beautiful land there with the left hand, and now we'll see what he can do with it. So not a ton of action here early, but a lot of high-level striking as the fighters try to get their reads.
Yeah, these dudes are trying to figure out how they want to approach this fight. It's a long fight, so you take your time and make sure you know exactly what you want to do.
Johnson gets caught by that straight punch there.
That right punch will put your lights out. Another one lands. Flying knee lands to the head.
Holloway blitz comes at you with that lead jab.
Max Holloway keeps those hands out in front of him, being able to pick up shots defensively, but also allows him to get his offense going whenever he decides.
Nice feint there to the right by Johnson. So 3 minutes off the clock in our first round. Johnson got that strike through. Really nice vision, a nice read, and he executed. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Max Blessed Holloway. Big left hand. One minute to go in the round.
This is vintage Max Holloway, man. I've seen him. I mean, it looks like him beating up on Anthony Pettis, when Anthony Pettis just couldn't take any more and fell down.
Round one is done. Round two coming up. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Ready? Ready?
Round two underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your strike, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedowns.
Feint by Johnson. Oh, perhaps an overreaction from... Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Just out of range with that right hook. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Oh my goodness.
Caught him flush.
Cartwheel kick.
Max Holloway at his best in the stand-up here tonight. Could there be any better representation of Hawaiian MMA than Max Blessed Holloway? Lands a straight punch there.
I mean, that was beautiful, Johnny. Fully extended that punch. Great range, distance control. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Well, I'm no expert, but you can't work that patented ground and pound unless you get the fight to the canvas. He hasn't even attempted a takedown.
He has not even attempted a takedown. It is a far cry from what we have seen in his previous octagon appearances. Usually, he darts across the octagon and immediately starts to wrestle. Today, he is standing, he's striking. Maybe he wants to show off his newly developed striking skills.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Oh, they both threw really hard. Oh.
Great slip and a counter by Johnson. Holloway not having it. 10 minutes in the books.
Excellent. Fingers left hand, leaving his jaw wide open for him. To stay on the outside, pumping with the jab.
All right, a lot of high-level highlights from that last round, DC. Take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
You ready, John? Good? Let's go.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
Johnson gets the hands up again, just finding a good rhythm tonight defensively. His opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and come right over the top. With that.
Some of the best action we've seen in a while, unless you like defense. Both fighters really trying to impose their game on the other.
Well, John, neither one of them allows for the other guy to get momentum. The moment it moves in one direction, it just sways right back. Both are competing at a high level. John, he's hurt. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot. Oh, my goodness. What a fight! He's still fighting. They just crash into each other every time. You wonder who's gonna fall. Holloway does a lot of his work with his hands, but if you're just boxing Max Holloway, you are behind. He's that good with his activity and his volume.
Man, there's that body shot again. Defense has got to make some adjustments here.
And if the defense don't get better, at some point you're going to see him start to...
Massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh my goodness, he got his head snapped back again.
He got hit again. He better keep those hands high.
Final 30 seconds of this 3rd round.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Archer, there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night.
All right, but this time, let's close the deal. Let's finish it up. Let's get out of here, all right? Set him up with that jab.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Good. Good. Let's go.
Championship rounds are upon us. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, but they both gave it. They both gave it as well as they took it. Let's see who wilts and goes down first.
Oh, and there it is, baby, the separate focus.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent.
These guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. All right, I've got a novel idea when you've got a submission base like this guy does. And good on him. Oh! Feints with a right punch. His corner's calling for those feints. Nice job by Johnson. And still, Max Holloway, the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world.
Unbelievable, John Anik. This guy is a superstar. And once again, he proves he is also the best in the world.
All right, huge TKO victory for him tonight. We'll re-rack the replays for you now.
Yeah, I mean, he got him on the ground, and he went to work with the ground and pound. And you could see he was intent on finishing this shot. He landed punch after punch after punch until eventually he got his opponent out of there.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Honors called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 46 seconds of round number 4. Declared the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, so you heard it there from Buffett. Goes into the books as a TKO for Max Blessed Holloway, and I'm sure he'll be FaceTiming you Monday morning to celebrate. What a huge win.
Huge win for Max.